again?
Yeah, mate, if you're comfortable with it, I mean, see what happens. The more you do it, the better it'll get. That's the theory.
So I was going to run it past both you and Bob, just to see what you thought.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Three times. Alright, cool. Sorry, Alison is holding a letter from Jake. It's still in its envelope. Edwards has just read the letter and is watching her.
You draw straws for this job, Corporal. And then have death letters in the folder.
Don't do it on the road. We've got people for that.
How many is it now? I've lost track.
That one's a lot safer than it was.
Safer?
I mean, less dangerous.
Says who? Jake.
The Afghans.
Oh, the Afghans. We all know what they think. When asked by the BBC whether he had any children, a Marcus the Lauder in Kabul was heard to say, yes, I do. 3 living and 1 in Helmand province.
We're told to respect the place as an ancient and exotic land.
You know what Jake would have said about that? Ancient and exotic just means 5 shades of sand and 3 breeds of camel.
Jake did always have a good sense of humour.
Which means he died laughing.
I mean, it's the only thing you've got to keep hold of. The British soldier smiles in the face of death.
While death takes aim and blows his head off. Sorry. That's one of Jake's. Bad taste.
The worse.
Didn't Sergeant Jones say that Elmond's no worse than Swansea on a Saturday night? After all, boyo, the Welsh don't like the English any more than the Taliban do.
We lost Sergeant Jones 3 months ago. I came to tell you Jake's dead, Mr. Griffiths, that's all.
I know he's dead, Cole. Just don't know why he's dead.
That's why.
No. Look where it gets you.
Private Griffiths. Griffiths, where are you?
It's the same dream every night, boss. Alison is reading the letter. The letter no wife wants to read. You're there, the Taliban are.
I wouldn't worry about dreams. There's not a soldier around who hasn't dreamt his own death.
This is worse.
It'll be worse than death.
Centre of Swansea on a Saturday night, boyo.
You should be more like Jones was. All he ever dreamt about was the green, green grass alone.
Don't get to choose your dreams. They just get pushed on you. Like walls.
If you're not dead, why am I delivering a letter?
Because everyone thinks I am. That's what I'm saying. I'm on patrol. Some kind of ambush. Lots of shouting, then quiet. And I've got my eyes closed, tight. And it feels like they've been closed that tight for as long as I can remember. So we open them, expecting, I don't know, the pearly gates maybe, St. Peter and the Lord of Angels, all that. A decent pub up there at least. What do I find instead? In a body bag, and a way to Bride's Lawn.
You took the Queen's shilling.
Glad of it. Bought me a bag of chips. There's nothing wrong with dying in the line of duty. Something to be proud of making the 10 o'clock news. But they shouldn't be burying me.
If not you, then who?
I got one dead. There are plenty to choose from.
I know that. I deliver letters. That's my nightmare. Delivering letters to grieving widows the rest of my born days.
You could save yourself a trip, because I'm not dead.
Come on, Griffiths. The British Army wouldn't make a mistake like that. Body bags don't come cheap.
Know the odds. Who doesn't out here? I'm still alive. I'm still alive, but I wake up in a body bag. And it doesn't stop with a body bag, oh no. Next thing I know, I'm out of that and into a flying box. The box goes in the ground, and 6 foot of English soil goes on top of that. Then it gets quiet, very quiet. And my bottle's just about gone. Scared? You bet. But that's only the start, because now I'm hearing voices up there, muttering.
Muttering heard from various locations.
I can hear sniffling through the coffin lid and through the 6 foot of earth. It's Alison and my mum and my sisters crying. And my brother's there, only he's not crying, he's just whispering. And the pub's open yet. And that's for my dad.
How's it going, son? Nice to see you.
Plenty of room up here for 2?
session.
Amongst some, they've only stuck me in the same grave as my dad.
Family tradition or just a recession?
Let me out! I'm alive! I'm not dead! Get me out of here, please!
Griffiths! You've been dreaming, that's all. You're not the tune yet, except for one up here. As your corporal and as your friend, I won't let them bury you until I'm sure you're good for burying.
And how will you be sure?
I'll shoot myself. Fire doesn't get any friendlier.
I'm scared. What?
You know, anyone who isn't scared out here hasn't grasped the full gravity of the situation.
It's not dying I'm scared of. It's waking up in a wooden box in a piss-wet graveyard with nothing around me except worms and bugs.
Listen, Griffiths. The party once gave me a really good piece of advice. Outside the box with good advice. He said in times of crisis, a soul might flee the body and find sanctuary in a safer place.
You didn't really tell Jake that.
Why not? He needed something.
And where did you tell him his soul might flee to? Eastbourne?
Anywhere?
Into a flower?
Yes.
Into a stone.
Anywhere.
You really told Jake that?
What could you do with you?
Where did Jake think his soul was going?
Knowing my luck, into an Afghan soldier's plastic flip-flop.
Why are you in Afghanistan, Private?
Didn't pay enough attention in school, boss.
Nope, to be an essential link in the magnificent chain of liberation.
That's the one.
Jake didn't think he'd be liberating Afghanistan before he could even spell it.
You want to make sure I'm properly dead, though, won't you? If it comes to it. I don't want to wake up in that boneyard being sniffled over.
Yeah, my word, Griffiths, finish off myself.
Put one in me if you have to. Right here. Better safe than sorry.
I'll consider it my blessed duty and a downright pleasure.
That's how my dad died.
Shot between the eyes by someone you trusted.
So, buried alive. Jake was 11.
It were a mining accident. They'd shot every colliery in the area except that one, and my dad still managed to get buried in it. There was an explosion, build-up of gas, methane, something sparked it. I don't think anyone was having a crafty smoke, but something sparked it. Blew the walls out. 8 tunnels, gone in a flash. Took them 75 years to dig out that mine, bare hands and blunt spoons for most of the time. Then 2 seconds for that explosion to fill it back in again. My dad and his mates with it. They brought in half a dozen bulldozers trying to get to the bodies. Worked on it for months. No use. They never found anyone. All they did find was this. My dad's lighter. I reckon he was having a crafty smoke.
Oh, I meant to give you this. Really kit.
Still trembling?
Don't mind. To prove something.
Oh,
But I still can.
wish I could.
Do you want me to leave?
No. No. I'd like to tell you something. Do you mind?
Of course not.
Something I told Jake. Last time he was home. A dream I had.
Don't tell me unless you want.
I will. It's my dream now. Is it? I'm standing at the door of this tower. Like in a fairy story. But this isn't a fairy story. Don't ask me why, but I decided to go in. I know I shouldn't, but I do anyway. Jake said that reminded him of Ellen. Walking into buildings you know you shouldn't, and always with your heart in your mouth. Always listening. Never knew what he was listening for. Someone's breathing. What was the point? His own breathing already filled his ears. The truth is, you're listening for anything. Anything that will give you the time you need to get them before they get you. So when I go, in my dream, into this tower, and I stand at the foot of a winding staircase, it's really narrow and steep, almost straight up. And while I'm staring at this steep, narrow staircase, I hear footsteps behind me. And I dare turn round. Don't have to. Know what's there? I start to run, up the stairs and I'm counting them as I go. 1, 2, 3, up as fast as I can. My heart's pounding. 10, 11, 12. The footsteps are getting closer. I need to cry out, but I won't. 17, 18, 19. The staircase is winding around and around. The fun house in Blackpool. 25, 26, 27. Footsteps are nearly on me. I want to run faster, but I can't. It's always like that in a dream. You want to, but you can't. 38, 39, 40. 40 steps. I'm at the top. There's a door in front of me. The footsteps are just behind me. No time left. I grab the door handle. It's locked. It's fucking locked, Jake. I turn. I don't think I just turned. I'm scared to death, but I turn. I've got to face it, so I turn. Footsteps have gone. I wait. Listening. But they've really gone. So I run. But down now, down the stairs, as fast as I went up, faster, flying. Not touching the stairs, flying down them. Nearly falling, but not falling, running. Running and counting. 15, 16, 17. I want to get out of there. I'm going to get out of there. 24, 25, 26. Nearly there. Nearly free. Nearly safe. 38, 39, 40. 41. 42. 43. Down. 44. 45. 46. Down. 47. 48. 49. 50. Down. Into the dark. No light. No air. No sound. 51. 52. 53. Nothing around me now except worms and bugs. 54. 55. 56. Worms and bugs, Jake. 57. 58. 59. Jake, I'm scared. I don't want to be on my own. I'm scared, Jake.
It's okay. It's okay to be scared.
Jake.
Have you ever thought, Jake, that bad dreams might just be a way of getting ourselves ready for a bad world?
Well, soldier hasn't thought that.
You know, they used to shout during the Black Death, and ordinary people were dropping like flies. Bring out your dead. You could hear it in every town and village, every corner of the land. Bring out your dead. And bring out they did. Bodies piled high, and out them arms and legs all black and bulging from the thing that killed them. Bring out your dead. And that's exactly what they'll be shouting around here when you pack up and go. The plague's over. Bring out your dead.
What else did we expect, boss? Statues in the desert?
It's the thing they don't tell you about war. The thing that makes me deliver those letters, and I really don't have to. And the reason I'm shaking when I do. What's the thing they don't tell you about war, Jake?
At war, there is everybody. Only the lucky ones get to die first.
Cool. Awesome.
Long shots.
Thank you very much.